Okay, we're back. That should be fixed. Sorry about that. Here's a little hint: when you stream, make sure you backlit. I think that's probably what it was. Alright, so let's go. And I created a new icon, script that I run. It'll take this info and build an icon for me. So let's go in here. Oops, here we go. Tab root view. And we'll change to a VStack. There we go. So let's run it. Beautiful. That's what we want. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to turn that into an actual list. So go in here and let's take a look at what I did with the ideal list view. Get rid of the canvas for now. So we have an activity view, a list view, and an error view. We have error messages. So one of the things I noticed was the difficulty in trying to do like some sort of series of if statements. So what I did instead was I used a Z-stack, and that seems to work a lot easier as far as rather than trying to do if, let, or guard statements. There's just something about the something like that. I ended up splitting each one into a separate view. So it'll only show one of these three. However, we're going to use a Z-stack, which means each view is stacked on top of each other when you look at it on the device. So let's take a look at So go ahead and we're gonna go here, and let's pretty much copy most of this stuff. And what we need to do is change what. So again, environment object is passed throughout the UI structure, the UI tree. So once we pass that, it's passed to everything. List view, and then what we don't want. So we actually don't want ideas, we want projects. Projects. Project. Projects. Projects. We should get some obvious issues with that. Projects. Projects. Where else? Just because I'm paranoid about it. Idea. Yeah, there we go. Project. Projects. Anything else? Projects. Okay. So let's walk through this. So we have an activity view here, and then within the activity view, we have, we're basically going to show a spinner if we're loading a new, we have nil back. So basically, if we have nil or null on a project's property on the model, then we know it hasn't been loaded yet. So map takes care of that. Basically, the way map works is it will convert the possible nil statement to, it'll say if there is a project's value, build an empty view. And then if there isn't, we're going to go ahead and build using an activity indicator. I'd like to remove this view builder code here. We'll try to do that. But first things first, I want to get that in. We wait when it shows up to go ahead and start fetching the data. And then the data is fetched, we transition, and then in that case it would be an empty view. So we've got that part, and then the list view, the error view. Actually, we'll do the list view. So list view projects is actually a result enum, which is a structure in Swift. And if it succeeds, we'll go ahead and create actual project. So the way enums are in Swift, if you're not familiar, they can have individual properties in them depending on the case. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and grab the actual projects. If there's actual projects, we return a navigation view with a list, and then for every project, create a project review, which we don't have, and the navigation bar title to the top. Error view is the opposite of this. So this is nil, succeed, and this is a failure. We grab the actual error, and then we display the error as text. And then I'm going to go over here. Let's just add this. Our test for our preview. Some issues with previews lately, but we'll see how that works. Actually, that's totally going to crash because we have some missing classes here. Which, let's compile and take a look at what we're missing. Project protocol, we don't have a property on add a model for projects. We don't have a project row view. Like the three things. So let's work on these each at a time. This. Yep. So let's add projects. Result. Generic enum. Project. Protocol, which we have not created yet. Or an error. And it's optional. To change. And we call that change. Pass through subject. Send self. Right? That's one thing done. Let's add our protocol for project. So let's look at the project object. Just gonna turn that into a protocol. Okay. I do need an ID on this, so let's add that. Let's see what we did with idea. Yeah, just the same thing. For you can see I did that. There we go. Great. Let's set that. Projects. We'll go ahead. Do we do? I think it's gonna be. We're gonna want to separate these fetch methods out. So let's go ahead and do that. Fetch ideas. And we're gonna copy that. Change that to projects. 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 There we go. That should complain. Yep. Let's go ahead and fix that. What we did wrong still, because we're missing some stuff. Great. Awesome. And we're missing, yep, change that. To fetch projects. To go to, I think we're, yeah, let's change that. Project. Oh, we need to add the ID. Let's do that. There we go. This needs to be ID. So what remains is we don't have a project row view. Let's go ahead and add. Right, project row view. Let's just run that. Let's see what we're missing. Because we don't have a row. That's right. So here we have protocols. We'll just do this. A project. So we'll take a project protocol. See what else we're doing. Yeah, just project. Some random UUID. A random name. Random UID. All right. Wait. Let's see if this works here. It's not playing nice with me today. Let's just run that. What we got? Fatal error. Ooh, I think we might be missing an ID. Let's take a look. Our test data. Yeah, we're missing an ID on our project, so let me rerun that. Change our test data out. That. Yeah, that. There we go. here, and we gotta make sure it's added to data generator. Cool. Oh, we gotta saves it to there. Perfect. Okay, if we run our app, should be good. Nothing. What are we missing? Let's take a look. This view. We're gonna do. Let's remove the projects. Let's see. We change the projects. Oops. How are we? Oh, environment object passed in here. Let's try that again. So this isn't showing up. It's our body. Let's take a look at I'm gonna check over here. Project list view. I'm just curious if we hide this. See what we get. Oh, yeah. Where are we? Yeah, see, that does it. So let's, I want to try one thing. Go to our Tab view. Tag. See how this looks. That looks like right. It looks good. So I think it was just the missing tag. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. So now I'm going to upload this to GitHub for you to take a look at. But now we have added a new tab to our application with a dynamic list view. And thank you so much for joining me. Send me a tweet at LeoGDion. If you have any questions, love to hear back from you. What other questions you might have about SwiftUI. Thanks.